Hi and welcome to the Market Alert for Friday the 27th of August 2021. So stock slump on Kabul, blast, Kaplan banter and crappy data. It appears the short squeeze is over, and this seems to be a bit of a theme. The mistake, things are coming to a head in the markets. There is little room for error in this era of excess and complacency. Any trigger, be it known or unknown, i.e. black swan event, could reveal the Fed's policy mistake for all to see that they've created and had the illusion running now for 13 years. So absolutely just take one thing. And this for today, actually, here's what Wall Street thinks Powell will say tomorrow. That means today, Fed Chair Powell is likely to cautiously affirm recent indications by Fed officials that a tapering announcement is likely at the November FOMC meeting. We'll wait and see on that one. It's going to be interesting, but so that's already discounted that for the next, for today and tomorrow's Jackson Hole Symposium then on that basis. Meanwhile, implied volatility picked up a bit yesterday, up to 1378, obviously with the tragic events out in Afghanistan, up from 1278, increasing potential risk, I suppose, on the downside for the market. News today, we've got core price index. Powell is speaking from 3 p.m. and we've got the revised consumer sentiment also, and obviously the second day of the symposium, which interestingly is actually all day, but Powell speaks at 3 p.m. Let's have a look at the markets, see where we are. Starting off with the Dow yesterday, this moving lower, obviously on the news of the deaths in Kabul, and you can see the market trading down to the 20-bar moving average and moving back. Any other time, this would have fallen out of bed, given the prospects of what's going on out in the Middle East at the moment. So it just again goes to show how this market is being manipulated and held on the highs and keeping the illusion alive that everything is fine. As it said in the headline, crappy data. And it's all crappy data. No doubts about that. Everything missing the targets, and yet the illusion continues that everything is fine. But it looks like the market's topping out at this point. What can they do in order to send the market higher? Go negative on rates? Print more money? Don't do the tapering? Who knows? You think it's not possible, but they'll come up with something if they want to keep this moving to the upside. Or if we reach the point where they say, you know what, we can't do it anymore, and they let it go. We'll just have to wait and see going forward. But certainly the tapering is going to be an interesting one, because if you go back and look at January 2018, when they tried it before, the market just fell out of bed, and within a matter of a few days they were printing again and to bring the market back. So good luck is all I can say with that one, pal. Good luck when you actually do announce it. So yesterday we see the Dow moving lower. It was actually very quiet, and then all of a sudden the news hit about the deaths, tragic deaths brought about by Blair and Bush Jr. all those years ago. The market reacting to this and moving down during yesterday, but finding a bit of support at yesterday's low at the moment on the upside. Looks like it could be fairly weakish with what's going on there, because the death count apparently is increasing as I actually record this video. And in the German DAX, similar there, we came down to the 62% retracement. We did actually trade down to this early yesterday morning. The market bounced off it and moved back. But again, you can see at the moment we're getting a bit of support here, trying to bring the market back to the upside. Blatant manipulation. And here is the 30-minute chart where you can see how the market was sent down to the BRN here, which again I'll go into more detail in a moment when we look at this in a bit more detail. The market was brought back and then back to the downside again before they bought in once more. So you can see them buying in off these levels to bring the market back. And then in the afternoon, there's the 1 bar reaction to the news in Afghanistan. And in the 2-minute chart overnight, you can see it's gone really quiet here. Barely moving, and that's because we've got Powell speaking today. Again, they're just hoping that he's going to actually say something to chivvy the market up a bit, but we'll just have to wait and see. So it was up initially overnight and still above the DP, the close but not doing a lot there. And I think I need to reload these charts actually, because as you heard the chime on the MT4 platform there, it's just reconnected, but I'll do that after. And finally, in the metals markets, another pummeling for silver yesterday. I know it's only it looks small, but when you look at it in the 5-minute chart, you can see exactly, again, bang on cue, that hour between 1:30, 2:30, where they send the market to the downside, and then they continued in the afternoon, which is bizarre given what was happening in the Middle East, but then no surprise really. They're bringing the market back overnight at the moment to the upside, which we can see there. It's on the move to the upside, with the US dollar starting to move back to the downside there. Some interesting buying there for this market yesterday, but again, so it's showing some weakness. Needs to close back below the 5-bar low, 5-bar moving average there to move lower. And gold stronger than silver. You can see that marching already to the upside as we speak there. And finally, let's just have a quick look at yesterday. The market was very interesting in the pre-market session, showing weakness, which you can see there, trading straight down to the S2. And then as we went on, managing to bounce back a little bit before selling off and trading down to the S3. Now, if I come back a bit here, you'll see that I actually add in these lines, because I have a look at the daily chart, which I'm struggling to pick up here. Don't know why. Let me just try this and see if I can get it for you. But what I did was actually look at the daily chart. I don't know why that's not coming up there. And this is the 62% retracement from the day. Sorry, this is just below the 62% retracement, 78 actually. As the market then found support at this area. You can see them buying in heavily here, and also obviously from the short in the pre-market down to here in the futures market. You can see them taking the profits here as the market came back strongly as well. That's a good 37-point move off that BRN down there. The market then traded sideways, and we can't have the market going down, can we? We must bring it back. And that's precisely what we see. So the market then returns back up from this low to here, 100 points, and then trades sideways to higher. And then we start to see the market drift lower once more, as the reality of Powell speaking later, the manipulation done, a few quid made, and then just do absolutely nothing as the market sits in a tiny range all the way through. We then get the weekly jobless claims, which you'll see there. Barely a reaction to this, and then the market just trading sideways to higher, bringing it back with the Dow futures moving higher. The market doing absolutely nothing in the first part of the session, and then the news breaks in about what's going on in Kabul. Well, then soon bring the market back here. But again, take this piece out of the news, and then we go really quiet again, because they're waiting for Powell, and the same will be for today as well, which is not worth trading, as I mentioned yesterday. And you can see there the reason why, because the market is just stuck in this sideways range. Hopefully things pick up after Monday of next week, bank holiday weekend coming up, of course. So yeah, today we could still see some weakness coming into the market, as like I say, the main story still unfolding in Kabul. I think it's 72 now, civilians and military that have died in the event that's taken place yesterday afternoon. So yeah, at the moment it looks fairly strongish, but we'll see. You just have to trade what you see if you wish to trade it. Like I say, the market is going to be waiting for Powell after the morning session. That's for sure. Okay, that's it for this one. I won't be recording on Monday, obviously bank holiday. I am going to be away, and if there's something does happen, then I will certainly come in and record. Otherwise, there'll be no alert until a week on Monday. But don't hold your breath. I might ruin your day by appearing and having something to say just depends, because normally when I go away it kicks off. It's guaranteed. If you want to know when something's going to happen in the markets, then get my wife to book it. Tell me when she's booking the holiday, because it happens without fail. So next week we should see a lot more happening. Okay, that's it for this one. If there is anything else to report, I'll let you know. But as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.